My name is Jim Hamilton. I am a member of Stranraer District Lions Club. Stranraer is based right on the southwest coast of Scotland. The nearest city to us is Glasgow, which is 75 miles away. My first thoughts was she must be mad, but when I saw her and met her, I knew she wasn't mad in the sense she was dedicated for what she was doing. These are the type of hills that are on the A75, but it just shows you the inclines, the risks that Polly had to overcome. When Polly was staying with us, I made the traditional Scottish dinner: tatties, neeps, Haggies and mince. Haggies basically is the stomach of a sheep. It's got its heart, its liver, anything that you can put your hand on inside a sheep, it goes into it. Well, she wasn't too sure about the Haggies, but when I told her what was in it, that was it, finished. The Haggies was left in the plate. Now, as I tried to tell her, what was lacking from her plate was the traditional Scottish wee whisky to go with it. Because when you've got a Haggies, you always have a wee whisky just to drown it, because it's very good for you. The reason we're standing here today in a windy condition on the west coast of Scotland, we're at Dowhill Farm Shop between Girvan and Minishant, and this is where Polly reached her 10,000 mile mark. Polly stayed with Anne and I for some considerable time due to the lack of accommodation. There's no Lions clubs between Stranraer and Ayr, which is 54 miles. So it was a case of, she started from Stranraer, walked to Ballantrae, which was 17 miles, went and picked her up at Ballantrae, brought her back down, took her up to Ballantrae the next day, went to Girvan, picked her up, brought her down. We had to do it until she got to the last leg. And that's how we overcame the problem, but delighted to do it because it was a joy to have Polly in the house.
I really enjoyed Jim and Ann so much that they actually made a little sign and said Polly's room. I had ended up staying there so often. I think I stayed there like 10 nights. They were afraid I was going to move in. I asked if we could get a cat.